Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, September the 15th, and I want to give you just an update for the week ahead and what you should be working on and what you have that is due coming up. So let's look at the calendar to start with and see exactly where we are in the class. I'm going to go in here and open up the calendar in CourseDen. Scroll up a little bit, if I can get it to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so today is the 15th. Today you're going to be working on Chapter 3 material, the videos, reading the textbook, and completing the Chapter 3 activity by September 19th, which is this Friday at noon is when this activity is due. I have graded your activity 2 that you turned in last Friday. I just got up and started on that this morning and got everybody's activities graded. So a couple of you, if you have any questions, there was a couple of you that might have some questions. If you do, email me or drop by and see me during office hours. I will be on campus Tuesday for normal office hours, and Wednesday I'll be there till around lunch. So if you need me on Wednesday, I need you to come in Wednesday morning. So if you need me, email me, and or just drop by tomorrow or Wednesday morning if you want to talk about those activities. But this week, you're going to start studying over Chapter 3 and working over the Chapter 3 activity. So let's look at what that's going to be for you. With Chapter 3, you're looking at the physical layer, which is really kind of fun because you get to look at the different types of connections that are made between computers, meaning the different types of cables, the different types of wireless, the different types of transmissions between computers, digital transmission of digital data, analog transmission of digital data, and digital transmission of analog data. So we look at a lot of different things in this chapter, and I always enjoy the Chapter 3 physical layer material. Your activity for this chapter is possibly one of the more complicated activities. It's not intended to be complicated, but it always ends up being a little bit difficult for some people. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to make an MP3 file. So you are going to go through the process of encoding analog data in a digital format, which is when you take your voice and you record it on a computer and output that as an MP3 file. You have taken analog, which is your voice, and converted that to a digital file that can then be emailed or transmitted over different types of computer networks, whether it be email or whether it's you post it on the web and someone downloads it, or you send it as a text message, or if it's like Snapchat, where you've got audio. Sometimes you can, I think Snapchat's audio and video, but there are services like Haytel is one where you're just sending audio. And so within your device, your iPhone, your Android device, what's happening is it's taking your analog data and converting it, just instantly to an MP3 or some type of digital file so that it can send that digital data to the other device, which then turns around and plays it and converts it from digital back to analog so that you can hear it. So what you're going to do is you're going to create an MP3 file. So what you're going to do is reference Activity 3B on page 116. There's a couple of things you've got to do here. Step 1 mentions a music or audio file, but I want you to use an audio recording that you make of your own personal introduction. Tell me where you're from and what you want to accomplish in life. To be short, it'll only take you about 15 seconds, and then proceed with steps 1 and 3 as otherwise. So what you're going to be doing is using a program called Audacity. Now, Audacity is a great tool for recording audio, but it does not export to MP3 by itself. You have to get another encoder. It's called the LAME, L-A-M-E encoder, and you have to have that on your computer. Now, there's always some people that have some problems getting Audacity downloaded and then finding the LAME encoder. So I'm not going to require that you use Audacity and LAME. What I am going to require, though, is that you give me an MP3. If you have another recording tool that you can use to create an MP3 file, I'm okay with that. I would like for you to have access to change the quality of the MP3 file, because here's what you have to do. You have to submit 3 audio files of different qualities. I want you to record it one time and export it as a high quality MP3, a medium quality MP3, and a low quality MP3. And then I want you to turn in a PDF document that describes the difference in sound quality for each file. Here's what we're getting at. One of the issues with network transmission of data is you want to get file size small, but what you're going to see is as you decrease the quality of the MP3 file, the quality of the output is going to be reduced as well. So you might have a really good clean recording, but because you produce such a small low quality MP3 file, it might transmit very easily. It may be so small it's no problem to send it to somebody else, but when they get it, it might not be worth receiving because they may not be able to understand it. At the same time, the medium quality and the high quality may not be that much different in sound on playback, but on the size of the file, it might make a big difference. Now, on a 15-second file, you're not going to have a big audio file anyway. It's not going to be a large data file. But you have to imagine taking this and turning it into a 30-minute podcast or a 30-minute lecture or something along those lines where you want to maintain your quality but also balance file size. So this is what we're doing. You can create an MP3 from any software you want. Audacity is what the book recommends and what it describes. You're welcome to use that and use the lame encoder. If you have problems with it, you need to let me know earlier this week than later. I'll be out of town after Wednesday afternoon. I will have access to email, but I will be a little slower to respond. So don't expect to be able to catch me on Friday morning at 10 o'clock and be able to get an answer to your question before it's due at noon. So if you need to work ahead on it to make sure that you're able to get this done. So that's what you turn in: 3 audio files, different qualities, and then a small report that lists each file, the quality of the file, and the file size. So you're going to give me the name of the file, what you exported it as. If your program calls it high quality, medium quality, low quality, or maybe it calls it best, better, and good, or something, I don't know. They're going to be different depending on what program you use, but tell me what it's called so I'll know the rank order basically, and then tell me the file size, and then a description of the quality of each file size. So basically, I hope you see that for practical purposes, an audio file, the medium is probably going to be good enough. You could send the high quality file, which would be a better sound, but for compensating and balancing out quality versus file size, you might decide that the medium is good enough. So that's your job for this week. Study over Chapter 3, watch the videos for the material, and make an MP3 file that is an introduction of who you are and what you hope to accomplish in life. And I look forward to getting your work. Have a great day.